Look down. Oblivion, the world's first vertical drop roller coaster at Alton Towers.
Oblivion, the world's first vertical drop roller coaster. This was Alton Towers' next major investment after Nemesis, a roller coaster which put Alton Towers on the map 4 years ago. Oblivion, a roller coaster not for the faint-hearted, was going to have to come in with a bang. The reception from Nemesis was much higher than the park could ever have imagined, so it was expected their next coaster was going to be crazy.
It's the world's first vertical drop roller coaster, free-falling face down over 50 meters into complete darkness.
On the final day of the 1996 season, an intriguing transformation was underway in Fantasy World, which is now known as X Sector. The pirate ship and the Astro Dancer had been closed and prepared for relocation. As the 1997 season approached, Fantasyland appeared nearly deserted, with only the black hole remaining. A substantial fence enclosed the rest of the area, with only a sign that read, "World's first ride opens here, 1998. The nature of this upcoming attraction was remained a secret, leaving everyone curious. The area resembled a significant construction site with a continually expanding excavation. With each subsequent visit to the park, the enormous hole grew in size. As components for the ride's track began to arrive on site, speculations regarding the identity of Secret Weapon 4 started to circulate. But what no one knew at that time, John Wardley had been at it again and was about to build a coaster which would change the theme park industry forever.
Clear the area, please. Clear the area, please.
All that was left for people to see was a fence, a pit, and a mysterious man who would patrol the fence line, telling people to
clear the area, please,
when they got too close to the fence. Little did everyone know this was actually part of the theming. With the introduction of Oblivion, Fantasy World was going to undergo a total retheme. An early concept for this was to create a steampunk-themed area named Port Discovery. Although, at this time, no name was ever announced for Oblivion if this retheme was to happen, but we do know Oblivion would have been themed to a large Victorian drill digging into the ground as it goes. Port Discovery was a favourite among the designers for a long time, even to the point where the Two Swords Group trademarked the name in 1994. However, several years later in 1997, the name X Sector was trademarked, along with Don't Look Down for the ride's slogan. In fact, Port Discovery was so close to happening that the black hole started a retheme into the steampunk look, with copper metal and steampunk pieces placed around. The theme of X Sector and Oblivion is to resemble that of a sinister government facility. All the rides were removed for this retheme other than the black hole. The black hole's tent was repainted to dark blue and silver to match the area, opposed to the original yellow and green stripe pattern. The opening of Oblivion in 1998 saw huge publicity from appearances on shows such as Blue Peter, news channels, and it was even plastered all over cereal boxes. They even introduced its very own brand of deodorant, which was later reintroduced in the 2011 season. But that wasn't the only weird Oblivion merch that they've ever released. Oblivion condoms, and yes, you heard me right, were available in the Oblivion shop for £1 a piece. They were definitely designed for a different kind of ride altogether, if you know what I mean. But Air did also have its own set of condoms when it opened in 2002, so they must have sold quite a few to bring them back for a different ride. Anyway, during August of 2004, Suzanne and Stephen Roper successfully pursued legal action against the park due to excessive noise levels. Notably, Oblivion played a central role in this legal battle, as the judge could clearly hear the riders' screams while standing in the Roper's garden. It was even suggested that the Don't Look Down message, which played for riders as they were suspended above the drop, was a trigger for these screams. In response, Alton Towers ceased the playback of this sound clip, even though the phrase "Don't Look Down" continues to be prominently displayed on the ground just before the drop. After this playback was stopped, the case was dropped, meaning the audio message was the root cause of this incident. To this day, Oblivion still never fails to scare riders, exactly as it was designed to do. And here are some fun, quick Oblivion facts just for you. Oblivion has the highest throughput of riders per hour than any coaster in the UK. From the start of the drop to the brake run, it is actually the world's shortest free-running ride duration. The drop isn't vertical, it's actually 87.5 degrees. If it was 90 degrees, then the ride vehicle would jolt when entering the tunnel, as it doesn't feature a sprung wheel assembly. And Oblivion was Bolliger and Mabillard's first roller coaster to not feature any inversions. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed learning about Oblivion today. If you did, then a subscribe and a like would be hugely appreciated. And make sure to comment your favourite Oblivion fact below. I'll pin the best one. And that's all from me